Thank you. As we celebrate the Human Rights Day every year on 10th December, NHRC organizes a series of events prior to this in a bid to spread awareness and sensitize the various sections of the society. This year, despite the COVID restrictions, we organized through the virtual mode a national debate for the students of national law universities across the country, a national debate competition for the Central Armed Police Forces, and a national declamation contest for the All India Police Forces of various states. To give a brief about the organization and its achievements, I invite the Secretary General of NHRC, Shri Bimbadhar Pradhan, who has recently joined the organization in the month of October this year, to kindly give the welcome address.
Chief guest of this morning, Honorable Minister of State for Home Affairs, Sri Nityanand Rai ji, Honorable members of the Commission, Justice Sri P.C. Pant ji, Srimati Jyotika Kalra ji, Dr. D.M. Mule ji, former chairpersons and Secretary Generals of the Commission, chairpersons and the members of the State Human Rights Commissions, secretaries to the Government of India, representatives of the UN bodies, diplomats, special rapporteurs, monitors, core group members, members of the civil society, NGOs, media. Distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Commission, I extend a very warm welcome to the Chief Guest and all other guests and dignitaries on this occasion of Human Rights Day. 10th December marks the anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted in 1948 by India and other member states of the UN General Assembly. Universal Declaration of Human Rights is an embodiment of the aspirations of the people across the world for achieving equality, dignity, and peaceful coexistence. On this very day, we must recall the contributions of Srimati Hansa Mehta, who played a crucial role in drafting the Constitution of India and final draft of the Universal Declaration. She is recognized as the First Lady of the world for her contribution to the cause of human rights. We won our independence in 1947. Our Constitution came into effect in January 1950. The Indian Constitution is not merely a legal document, but represents the hopes and aspirations of billion-plus people. For all of us, democracy is not a gift, but a sacred trust. Every time a child or a woman is brutalized, the soul of India is wounded. Year 2020 has been extremely tough for the humanity due to COVID-19 pandemic. The social and economic impacts of this human health emergency is affecting disproportionately on all sections of the society everywhere. India also faces unprecedented challenges in context of COVID-19. The theme of Human Rights Day 2020 is Recover Better, Stand Up for Human Rights. The global campaign for Human Rights Day this year is centered on 4 pillars. A, end discrimination of any kind. B, address inequalities. C, encourage participation of all. D, promote sustainable development. India's recovery efforts, such as Atmanirbhar campaign and Honorable PM's Garib Kalyan Yojana, is in sync with these themes. No one is left behind. Commission, cognizant of the adverse impacts of COVID-19, made the complaint handling process completely online through the HRC Net portal. Our online complaint filing system is also linked pan-India to 3 lakhs common service centers. During March-November 2020, despite COVID-19 and the lockdown, with reduced and staggered staff strength, Commission has disposed of 40,000 plus cases out of total registered 46,000 cases. Commission also constituted a committee of experts on impact of COVID-19 pandemic and future response. The committee included civil society representatives, thematic experts, representatives of government ministries and departments. Based on the recommendations of these committees, the Commission has issued 12 advisories on the issues of rights of informal workers, rights of children, rights of persons with disability, right to food, right of transgender community, among others, to the union and state governments. Commission looks forward that these advisories are taken on board. We shall welcome additional discussion and inputs, insights on these critical human rights issues. The Commission values its partnership with civil society, media, and UN bodies. We look forward for your valuable inputs and suggestions on how we can work better. Commission has been publishing the annual English journal since year 2002. The Journal of the Commission is a valuable tool for good governance, and the annual journal gives us motivation to work relentlessly for the cause of human rights. India has been playing an important role in making development as a human rights issue. Our right to survival in face of climate change, our right to sustainable growth that leaves no one behind. We must take it forward in our global recovery efforts in coming years. India has historically played an important role in making development a human rights issue. The Indian tradition of Sarvodaya, the promise and guarantee of basic freedoms, justice, and equality is alive and vibrant today. COVID-19 has made it clear that a strong base of human rights is our defense against all these emergency and the crisis. All of us are aware that the road ahead must be built on a strong foundation of human rights. The ideal way for the whole world to commemorate this day is to introspect what more can we do to live up to the letter and spirit of the sacred text of the Universal Declaration. We must take a pledge to uphold the ideals and principles enshrined in our Constitution and the Universal Declaration. Promotion and protection of human rights has to be a collective task of the whole of the society. Gender equality, universal health coverage, public participation, climate justice, and sustainable development to be the core themes. Let us resolve to act collectively with human rights front and center to recover from COVID-19 pandemic and build a better future for all. Let us act collectively to build a better future. Thank you.